Welcome to Work From Your Happy Place, the podcast that equips you with the tools, know-how, and motivation to live your dreams and find your happy place. Be sure to sign up for our free weekly newsletter for a recap of the week's guests and a preview of what's in store. To sign up, simply text the word Happy Place with no space to 33444. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce the host of Work From Your Happy Place, Belinda Ellsworth.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Work From Your Happy Place. I'm your host, Belinda Ellsworth, with your Tuesday tip. I hope that you're listening to the wonderful interviews that we have from both business entrepreneurs and artistic entrepreneurs as well. I like to come to you with our Tuesday tip so you can get a fun, quick business strategy that can help you work from your happy place. What I want to talk about today is really making the most of this fourth quarter of the year. In fact, the holiday season is upon us, and for most retailers and entrepreneurs, people that are selling products, this is the time where you want to be at your best. And so what are some things that honestly you can do to really rev up your business? A lot of times after summer, we get into a fun time of summer. We like to call these the dog days of summer. And it's hard to sometimes get back at it and go after it. But that is exactly what you need to do. You need to create some momentum. So what are some things that you can do to help you make the most of this fourth quarter? The first thing that we need to get back to is creating a schedule. This is one of the things that I find we sort of let go of in the summertime. I still keep a pretty tight schedule, but I'm just more flexible, and we have much more spontaneous things that happen. And I don't want to say no to those spontaneous things because, quite honestly, we live on a lake and they don't happen in the winter. We don't have people that pull up in a boat in the winter and say, hey, we thought we'd stop in and say hello. That just does not go on in the wintertime. Besides, the lake is frozen, right? But we do have this happen oftentimes in the summer. And we don't want to say, well, I actually had this scheduled or I can't do it right now. No, you just roll with it and you have a really great time and it's a fun, great experience and you're happy for it, but it sometimes can put you behind. Fall represents getting back into a new normal routine. We know that for 75% of individuals, this is like a new year, and that is people that have children, because it dictates just a new routine. It dictates a schedule of time, bedtimes, doing homework, getting up and getting ready for school. It's all of those things, right? And for a lot of people, this is the first time their kids have been back to school in close to 18 months. So it is time to get that schedule. And it is really important when doing that schedule that you map out not only what you have coming up, but what do you want to have come up. You can start putting into your calendar things that you want to have happen. It's like almost planning out your goals on days, the things that you want to do. It's meet with a client, meet with somebody to talk about this, have a $1,000 day, whatever the case is, you need to mark those right in your calendar, because as you do that, you will start to become much more proactive than reactive. For the most part, so many people are, well, I hope this is good. Let's see what happens. You can't afford to sit back and wait and see what happens. You need to get in the driver's seat and you need to make things happen. So that is an important piece of getting the most out of this last quarter of the year. The second thing is systems. What type of systems do you have in place? And systems are the things that you do consistently or on a regular basis, and you almost do it without thinking because you do it so much. So what kinds of systems do you have in place to help keep you motivated, number one, to make things seamless and be able to be more productive? So what kinds of things have you made easy for yourself? How prepared are you so that when you do go to do the work, everything is at your fingertips? If you have samples that you're sending out, if you have products that you're showcasing, do you have those ready? Are they easy to find? I keep my key product right now is my planner and my gratitude journal. And that is just been released just this last Thursday. And it's already an extremely exciting time. But I have to tell you, I know that anytime I'm going to go live, I'm probably going to say something about it. So I have an entire set that sits right on the right-hand side of my desk. I have another set that is in my living room, sitting on our coffee table. And if any time I decide, I'm going to go live, those are the two places I'm most likely to go live, then it's at my fingertips. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It is right here. So make it really easy for yourself. If you're going to make any type of customer care calls or send messages, then have your contacts in front of you. Do your homework and get everything situated first. Email list. Who are you going to email? What are the campaigns? What days are you going to email? So get a good email campaign strategy in place. Get your social media posts lined up and in place. All of these things are systems. And then the schedule is the time frame in which you do those things. So those are two important things. And you need to be intentional about your business. Again, you can't sit back and hope things that are going to happen. I'd really like it. I sure hope we have a good fourth quarter. No, what can you do to make sure you have a fourth quarter? And one of those things, honestly, is reaching out to past clients. It's good customer care. This is the time of the year where you just want to be reaching out to people and saying, I just wanted to touch base with you, see how you're doing, see if there's any way that I can help you out with any of your holiday shopping needs. Or, I was just wondering if you're doing a new project or if you have any friends that are looking for a realtor right now. So this is the time to go back to some of your past clients and just reach out to them. Ask how they're doing. How is life going for them? How can you be of service to them? That is one of my favorite questions is, I just wanted to call and say hello and see if there is anything that I can do for you. That is always one of the first things I say. And then they go, I can't think of it. And I go, great. Well, if you know of anybody else that's looking for this or this, I put it in a third person. And what's so funny about that is they go, well, you know what? Now that you mention it, and then they think of something they might want or that they had been wanting to do. So make sure that you reach out. Now, if you want to move up, I would say to you, I would reach out to 10 clients a day. I have done this numerous times. If you want to just do it on a sort of consistent basis, then do it like 10 clients a day for 4 days, then take 3 days off if you want to take the weekend off, and then back on for the 4 days. What I have done when I really want to jumpstart my business is I have said for the next 15 days or 20 days, I'm going to do 10 people a day. Now that is if you want to move up or blow up, right? If you really want to make things happen. If you just want to keep up, you should really be trying to reach out to 5 people a day. And it doesn't mean that you're going to talk to everyone. It just means that you are going to reach out, make connections, try to have conversations, whether that's through messenger, texting, or personal conversations. I find personal conversations to be the absolute best. And I think it has to do with, I've given this a lot of thought. Why do I love phone conversations better than anything else? Because you know why? That's where your enthusiasm can shine through. I can get more people excited over the phone than I can sending an email or a message because my energy does not come through that. My inflection in my voice does not come through that. My just sheer enthusiasm, which can be contagious, does not come through that email or messenger. But it is a great way to just reach out to somebody you haven't chatted with in a while. A lot of times I'll do what I like to call that communication sandwich. I reach out by messenger, would love to chat, catch up for 3 minutes. I need 5 minutes of your time. I have learned to just say short little snippets and said, I'd love to catch up, or I would love to chat. People take that as, ooh, that's going to take an hour out of my day or half hour out of my day. So I send little things like, hey, would love to connect. It would be 5 minutes of your time. And then they go, sure, I'm available right now. I get that response more than anything else. So when you're going to actually do that, be prepared to do it, because that's the greatest response that you're probably going to get is, I have a few minutes right now. Great. Bam, call. That's exactly how that goes. So these are just a couple of things that you can do, is make connections and make a point to do 5 to 10 a day. Get your calendar out, your planner, and start scheduling. Get a good tight schedule. If you can push yourself just a little bit during this time frame to sell a little bit more, wouldn't it be worth it? I know for me, this is a key selling time of my planner. And so I had fun this summer. I played this summer. And you know why? Because I knew as soon as we turned the corner and we launched it, this is the time to sell planners. So you have to move on it. Is it the time for you to sell your product? Is it the time for you to sell your service? This is important. And when it is, you got to move on it. You got to be willing to go that maybe little extra mile, put in a little bit more time, go live a few more times, send out an extra email campaign, whatever the case may be. If it's important to you and you know that you have a good product or service that is going to benefit others, then you have to be willing to put the time and the work in. And that's just the truth of it. And sometimes I just think people don't want to face that truth. They just hope it's going to come to them. But you know what? I have always found that if I get in the driver's seat, I cannot sit around and wait for things to happen. I start making things happen. And the more that you start to make happen, the more that you start to network, the more you start to connect, guess what? The more business you are going to get. It honestly works just that way. I think people want to wait until business comes to them, then they get excited, then they want to get out there and do more. No, you got to get excited. You got to go out there and start connecting. Business will start to come to you. You get more excited and more business comes to you. And that is truly how it really, really works. So if you are in sales and you need a great planner, check out our planner on my business website, which is stepintosuccess.com. Our 22 planner is on that site. Also, we have a brand new gratitude journal that is for anyone, whether you are in sales or not. It is gorgeous. I'm going to be doing some gratitude groups in January. So your first 60 days of the year in gratitude, it's going to be awesome. We did it last year. It was phenomenal. And our gratitude journal this year is 2.5 times size as last year. It's a flat lay binding. It is beautiful. It makes a beautiful Christmas gift. So that gratitude journal is on that site. And very, very soon, we are going to have a brand new website for Work From Your Happy Place. And I will have our gratitude journal posted there as well. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to check out our really great interviews. We love it if you subscribe or follow so you don't miss a single episode. Rate and review is always great, but the best form of compliment is refer us to a friend. That is what is going to make the biggest difference for us. And guess what? It will make the biggest difference for your friend, because we know that when people listen to shows like this, they get inspired. It inspires me. My guests inspire me. It fills my bucket up. And I know that it will do that for you, and it will do that for your friends. So again, we'll see you next time on Work From Your Happy Place.
Thanks for joining us at Work From Your Happy Place. If you like what you hear, please share it with your friends, and be sure to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher. For a free gift on finding your own happy place, please visit workfromyourhappyplace.com. and click on the free audio button. Thanks again for listening.